I know that. But God has us in a position now when we're trying to figure out what we are. Lord, what's my purpose? Why am I here? I tried this, and this, and nothing seems to work. I thought this was my purpose because I know how to do this way, and I figured that this was what I was put here to do. But it seems like every time I turn a corner, I fail. It seems like every time I turn a corner, it seems like somebody got the same gift I got, and they do it better than me. So instead of giving you glory, I end up competing. And I end up making compromising decisions just so I could be seen or heard.
Come on.
So obviously, my purpose is not wrapped up in my gift. Uh-oh.
Amen.
My purpose is not wrapped up in my talent.
Amen.
My purpose may be, my talent may be a doorway for my purpose.
Yeah.
But God, who am I? Better yet, what am I?
Come on.
Why do you say what? Well, because you've lived through some things that some people done died from. You made some of the same mistakes to where somebody else made that mistake and they're sleeping under a bridge now. You told some of the same lies, but you still got your job. You slept around with somebody else's mate, but yet still your marriage is happy. That hurt right there. Can I just keep it real with you? Then backstab somebody.
Come on.
But yet still that person knows what you did, but they remain your friend. I'm not talking about all of the women do that. Somebody always doing something to you. No, we done some stuff to some folk. Y'all might as well talk back to you, boy. Ain't nobody here innocent. Because the first thing we want to do is yell and scream. They lied on me. Yeah, they stabbed me in the back. Yeah. And then who you done lied on? Who you done stabbed in the back? Who you done rolled your eyes at? Because God is not worried about what they're doing to you. He's worried about what you're doing to them, especially if you're claiming to be God's child. So now God says, he simply says, are you ready to really know what you are? Do you know where you came from? And we've been stuck in the area in the book of Genesis for like a long time. I keep trying to move past that, and I'm trying to find different messages. I'm like, Lord, I need a different word. I need a fresh word. He's like, you preach what I give you. He said, because obviously if you keep repeating the same thing, somebody ain't learning it. So I'm like, okay, Lord, I'm going to continue to go over the same thing. Your mess, no problem. But this is where it does get interesting. If you know you're responsible for the mess, you do hold the responsibility for pouring off into your children. But at a certain time, at a certain age, they have to make up in their own mind, I'm not doing this no more. Am I making sense to you today? Am I making good sense to you today? So now let me show you how this devil works. Jesus said, listen to me, he said, when an impure spirit has been cast out, it leaves but for a season. I believe that's Luke 12:45. It said it leaves but for a season. And it goes around to and fro looking for somewhere to go. Oh, that reminds me of Job. When Satan showed himself up, and God said, where you come from? He said, I've been searching the world looking to and fro, trying to find somewhere to go. Then God says, have you considered my servant Job? Well, you got to be living real good for God to put you on blast like that. Yeah. Some of y'all going through struggles because God has said, have you considered my servant? Have you considered them? They living right. They doing good. And I'm guaranteed whatever you throw at them, they ain't going to break. But a lot of us, we don't want that stress. We want God to put us on a pedestal, but don't tell the devil to come get me. But when you know who you are in Christ, you might come after me, but you still gonna lose. Do you understand what I'm saying? So now we have this situation here. Jesus says, when an unclean spirit has been cast out, it leaves them for a season, and then he gets tired of walking around not finding nowhere else to go. It gets tired, it gets wore out. And then he says, the spirit says, I will go back to my house. You hear that, right? He's made ownership. I will go back to my house. He said, but when I go back, I'm taking 7 other ones worse than me. Oh, glory be to God. Bible says when that unclean spirit returns, he finds that the place is clean and it is in good order, and he takes 7 other spirits worse than him. I said, God, why does he got to take 7 other spirits worse than him? He said, those 7 other spirits are just a mirage. So what do you mean by that? The real spirit that wanted to be anchored in there. So if jealousy is the real spirit, I'm going to bring hatred. I'm going to bring disappointment. I'm going to bring low self-esteem. I'm going to bring strife. I'm going to bring lying. I'm going to bring all and deceit. I'm bringing all of them. Why? Because when they get rid of those other 7, the one won't seem so bad.
That's good. And that's why.
Many of us are being deceived by the devil now. In the mind frame that we have, we're letting our boys and girls start dating way too soon. But when they're little girls and you see them, they liking a boy, the devil's got you saying, well, at least she like a boy. The devil has tricked you into allowing your child to date early and get involved with sex early just so they can like a boy, not realizing it's still fornication. It's a shame that it's a relief when your child like who they supposed to like. If you are raising them the right way, you got to say, as for me and my house. You're not bringing all of that mess in here.
Exactly.
That's why you got to lay hands on them before they go to school and when they get home from school. Why? Because every demon that's been at that school has been trying to attack your child and trying to find a way up in your house. And the main one of y'all that feel like you ain't got a demon messing with you, you the main one.
Real talk.
Well, it's just the way of the world. That's right. It's the way of the world. The Bible says, come out from among them. Do not conform to the ways of this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind.
Come on now.
I got young people in here that are not ashamed to be who they are at school. But we got young people in here that are ashamed to be who they are at school. Jesus said, if you are ashamed to own me before people, for men, I will be ashamed to own you before my Father. What is that? That is the law of reciprocity. In other words, if you plant the seed, you're going to eat the fruit. Don't come to church acting like you know Jesus, but then at school you don't even want people to see you pray. Uh-oh. Not even at school, but in the lunchroom, at the lunch break, at work.
Come on.
This is why some of our co-workers can't come to work with us, come to church with us, because we one way at work, or we somebody else at the church. And you shall know them by their fruit. So I'm looking. So this demon leaves and he comes back with 7 other ones. But what caught my attention, he says, I will go back to my house. He's got ownership. He's claimed ownership over a house. And then I started studying and looked up the word house. See, I was thinking the whole time he's going to go back to that same person. But the word house means family.
Exactly.
The word house means generation. So he's saying, wait a minute. I've been cast out, but in due time, I'm going to go back to that same family that I've been successful in for the last 100 years. This is the reason why your people that were born in the 50s and 60s can't get over white supremacy, because that was the seed of the devil that was planted in them in the 50s. And what do? We pour it down to our children. Not realizing that what you're harboring is a seed of hatred. Preaching it from the pulpits. Praying to God to do something. What makes you think he cares more about us than he do about somebody else?
That is so good, Pastor. Real talk.
Oh, I know it's tight, but it's right. So now, this enemy comes back. So I can't mess with you. Because you know the word. You can see my tricks. You can see all of that right there. But for some reason down the line, some right, I gotta find something. Now, I got to rewind this. And I don't know if I said this a couple weeks ago, but it's in my spirit to say it again now. What we don't understand is sometimes that the enemy begins working on the fetus. He begins working before the child is ever even born. This is why God said, before I formed you, I already knew you. In other words, before I gave the devil anything to mess with, I already ordained you. I already made you everything that you're going to be. Because the second that you're formed, the enemy can start his attack. How can the enemy start his attack? When you're still in the womb and you're only biggest ink pen point.
That's correct.
Well, because the second that heart starts beating, you are now flesh.
Thank you, God.
Immediately.
And your mother and your father and your surroundings are what's speaking into you. So that's why when you're carrying a seed, you got to make sure you're not around a bunch of rejected, negative people. Because it might not be affecting you, but the seed on the inside of you, something's being planted in that seed. Well, I don't believe that's even possible. But how God don't let the devil start messing with him? God don't let nobody do nothing. God don't force his way on nobody. Okay, we don't want to believe it. Okay, how is it that children are born handicapped? How can they be born physically sick? So are you to believe that they can be born physically sick, but not spiritually?
Exactly.